My artwork's a lot about agriculture and the sources that we have, thinking about where our food comes from, where we come from as people, like our heritage and that sort of thing. And I've been really inspired by like the West Texas landscape and the agriculture that we have here right off the bat when I moved here to Lubbock. So that's been a huge influence.
The Texas Tech School of Art Satellite Gallery at the Louise Hopkins Underwood Center for the Arts featured Source, a Masters of Fine Arts thesis exhibition. Source presented photographic art of agricultural practices and how they are changing. Rebecca Hopp describes how she achieved photographic transfers.
A lot of photographers just print straight off the printer, the digital, and I do that, but then I take it another step farther and transfer them using Purell or acrylic gel medium, and what happens is it sort of turns into its own thing, and it's unpredictable. The mediums are different, like they never transfer perfectly, which is what I love about it. It has character. It has some grit and it's imperfect, and I think that really mirrors like what happens with agriculture. Like you never know what's going to happen with the weather and what's going to happen with the markets and that sort of thing. So there's always imperfect things that happen, and mirroring the textures that are out in the landscape as well as on farms and that sort of thing.
She talks about how the rural area around Lubbock was perfect for her to create an exhibition inspired by her background.
But I always found myself like driving around in the country because I always missed home. Like I always ran away from home, but it always sort of came back. And so when I got here, it sort of like popped out in my work, and I knew that working and dealing with agriculture and talking about who I was and where I grew up and why that was important, and as well as talking about the hands that provide and create all of these things for us was really important to me. So it's always been there in my life, and it took me leaving it and having to come back for me to realize how important it was to me.
For the DT, this is bfox.